Park Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills.
11 o'clock. Oh, you hungry?
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from Orchard Park. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard
Little body is mean as shit. Basically trying young boy. That's cool. Little body crazy.
Allen gonna throw to get things going. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're gonna mark him down up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. That's the safety, Noah Hufanga on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's second and 6. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Going to get it out quickly to Coleman. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third and 1.
He'll find Shakir open right side. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's got his man. Coleman. He's to the 15, and he will go all the way. Keon Coleman, touchdown, Bills.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on fourth down, and it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down 6.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Bombers.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
This will be returned from the 6. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Denver.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Open man, downfield, it's Franklin. So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row, and another 1st down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Bills' 27.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught right side, it's Franklin. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Troy Franklin, touchdown Broncos. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the 1st quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's now 14-7. 1 quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here is Allen. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Allen going to give it to Cook.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Man in motion is Coleman. Once again, it's Cook. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
To the air. This defense hitting their ears back. Coming to get him again. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that
In motion, Shakir. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Trubisky. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. This brought in out past the 20. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Motion. Hey, motion.
Throwing, Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard
So
line.
from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Bombers. Captain. Olay.
To throw is Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin.
Complete to Troy Franklin. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
To the right, yeah. Hey! Olay. Chill. Bombers. Captain.
Here's Nix to throw. Going up top. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Bombers.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Captain. Olay. Chill.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Escaping to his left. And Nix with a wise move there at the end. Sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Bombers. Captain.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Back to throw is Nix. Flushed to his left. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end.
Set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Corey Franklin, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now whistles here and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front.
First down, Broncos.
Bombers. Oh, my son! Captain, ready.
Play action now. It's Nix. Got a man. That's Sherfield.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, my son!
Throwing is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. Down the sideline. And he will score. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
That ties the game at 14. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Trubisky. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. Throwing is Trubisky. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. That's taken in. Down to the 10. And he will score. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What a play call there. Every offensive coordinator around the league, Mike, they have got to have it plays. They got a short list of calls for these exact situations. Tie game, 4th quarter. Put the ball in the hands of your offense, and man, they come through and deliver.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
bombers.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Captain. Away. 44.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Open man, downfield, it's Franklin. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. Just one for 22.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Bombers.
They'll look to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be first and goal.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. Dobbins. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. For the end zone, but it's batted away and incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's third and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. To the goal line and in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown Broncos. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here comes a return from the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Trubisky. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's a loss of 8.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A massive play here. Late tie game, third down. Now, Trubisky. And this drive is over before it can start. It's swallowed up to force fourth down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Important punt here in this tie game late. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
This is first and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 yards. And a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Dobbins. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll come up now for second down. Here's Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
The Buffalo crowd being heard before third down. They'll drop to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Shanahan.
A run with Dobbins. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos go up by 7, 28-21. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go.
Trubisky. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Trubisky to throw. Rolling to the left. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that's gonna be incomplete.
Yeah, you bitch ass boy, you not fucking with me.
Here in the final minute, and they're gonna get out of here with a victory. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They were the aggressors from the start.
What you were saying, though?
In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.